Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome as well. My name is Cameron and I'm not only a proud spouse to an active duty service member, but I also spent years working with veterans within the VA healthcare system. And during my time there, I was able to see the strengths and unique challenges that veterans faced when recently transitioning out of the military. So today, we're going to be talking about something that can feel difficult to achieve after serving, and that's finding purpose and fulfillment in the civilian life. It's no secret that the military gives you this strong sense of identity, purpose, this structure, but what happens when that chapter of your life ends? It can be hard to know what's next, and I've seen it countless times during my work with the VA. But here's the truth. This next phase of your life can be just as meaningful, if not more so. You've still got so much to offer. And today I'm going to be sharing some strategies to help you find your footing and, more importantly, rediscover your sense of purpose. So let's start with something that's often underestimated, and that's community. During my time at the VA, I saw how powerful it was when veterans connected with others who walked their similar path. Whether you join a local veterans group or volunteer with a cause that's close to your heart, or even finding an online community, surrounding yourself with people who understand your experiences can be incredibly grounding. And as a military spouse, community has always been my lifeline. When my husband was deployed or we were transitioning between duty assignments, it was our military family. And they were the ones that were helpful in keeping us going. And that's the same that should apply when you transition out of the service. Finding a community where you share your thoughts, where you can share your struggles and even successes, it helps you maintain that sense of belonging. And here's the thing, community isn't just about receiving support, it's about giving it too. When you help others, whether it's through mentoring or simply being there to listen, you're reaffirming your own purpose. And I've spoken with many veterans who struggle with a sense of loss when they leave the military, a loss of identity, a loss of purpose, and sometimes even a loss of direction. And it's normal to feel that way, but it's also important that you shift your mindset from focusing on what you've lost to what you're actually gaining. This is a new chapter, and while it might be different, it can be just as fulfilling. Now, let's talk about discovering new passions. During my time at the VA, one of the things I noticed that many veterans didn't give themselves enough credit, and that's for all of the skills and interests they developed over the years. Your time in the military has given you a unique set of skills: leadership, discipline, problem solving. That can translate into many different areas of life. But here's the fun part. This is your time to explore. You're not limited to the identity that you had in the military. I've seen veterans who thought they'd never find anything as fulfilling as their service discover new passions in the most unexpected places. Some have taken up photography, others have found joy in woodworking, or maybe taken some of those hobbies and turned them into businesses. And don't worry if you think about the time. The exploration phase is just as important as the destination. You might try a few things before something really clicks, and that's okay. The key is to keep an open mind and be willing to step outside your comfort zone. Moving on to setting goals. One thing the military does incredibly well is give you clear objectives. There's always a mission, always a next step. But in civilian life, that structure can feel like it's suddenly gone. This is where goal setting comes in. Although my spouse is still serving, one of the things we created years ago and continue to maintain is a plan for the future. So where do we want to settle down? What should we be investing in now? What are our future career or entrepreneurial goals? Even if it's not something you may have thought of before you left the service, some of the questions you can start with are, what do I want my life to look like? What are my priorities? And then breaking those big dreams down into smaller, actionable steps. You can actually use the acronym that we use a lot in the field of social work, which is something that's called SMART goals, which I'll leave a free template in the description box below. And that's just to help guide you and get you started. So whether it's a new career, furthering your education, or improving your physical and mental health, having goals gives you direction. I can't stress enough how important it is to make these goals your own. In the military, your goals were often ordered by your role and your mission. Now, it's about what you want for yourself. So take the time to really think about what excites you, what challenges you, and what will bring you joy. And remember, it's okay to start small, because even those little steps get you closer to where you want to be. One veteran I had the pleasure of working with had a very challenging time adjusting to life after the service. He felt there was no direction, and so we kind of started with something simple, and that was setting a goal to, I believe it was to attend a local veterans club at least weekly. And although it seemed small at first, it kind of gave him a sense of accomplishment. And from there, we kind of gradually were able to build those goals, which I believe he ended up going to a computer skills course. And it's all about building that momentum. And finally, let's talk about seeking professional guidance. I can't tell you how many times I've met veterans who felt like they had to figure out everything on their own. But the truth is, you don't. There are so many resources out there, and they're designed specifically for veterans transitioning into the civilian life. I'll actually leave a few links in the description box below. And during my time at the VA, I saw how career counseling, how therapy and mentorship can make a world of difference. So whether you're struggling to find a job that feels meaningful, or you're dealing with the emotional ups and downs of the actual transition itself, there are people who can help. And it's not a sign of weakness to reach out. In fact, it's a sign of strength. One thing I always tell veterans, and that is to take advantage of the resources that's available to you. The VA offers a range of services, from mental health support to career guidance. And if the VA just isn't the right fit for you, there are countless other organizations out there. The key is to find what works for you and not be afraid to ask for help. And if you're not sure where to start, don't hesitate to connect with other veterans who've gone through this process. They can offer insights and share resources and provide the kind of support that only someone who's been there can offer. And remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. As someone who's walking by the side of a service member and has worked closely with veterans, I know this journey isn't always easy, but I also know I know how resilient and capable you are. You have so much to offer this world. And guess what? This next chapter of your life is full of so many possibilities. Well, if you found this video helpful, or if you have any questions or experiences you'd like to share, please drop a comment below. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. So until next time, stay strong, keep moving forward, and always, always remember to be healthy and love yourself. Bye.